So, Kamen Rider Geats, episode 27, the follow-up to last week's episode where Ace had gotten the power-up known as the Boost Form Mark II, and the mystery behind it as Ace has all these different reincarnations throughout the years, which finally gets an answer, and Ace has had several reincarnations throughout the past years, going all the way back to 1 AD, so this guy is freaking old, which a lot of people were wondering, like, if Ace is sort of reincarnated of all these people, or Ace is sort of, like, really old, but apparently he's just been reincarnated since the beginning of time, and I didn't think it would be that way far back, like 1 AD, that is crazy to think that he's been alive for that long and just be reincarnated in all these different lives. But this episode, I'm not gonna lie, we got that big reveal for Ace in this episode, but apart from that, it felt really slow, and especially after the first half where they sort of introduced the Sengoku game, then it slowed down a fair bit as we got our plot dump and seeing what our characters would be planning next. Like, the episode felt like it went by really slowly, and I was just waiting for it to pick up. It did pick up near the end, but that was to get to the cliffhanger. But I really enjoyed the first half of this episode, and I was thinking we would get sort of the entire episode based around that Sengoku game, but it only lasted for like the first 10 minutes, unfortunately, which was kind of a shame because I did really like the aesthetic where everyone had a wardrobe change and they were carrying samurai swords and stuff like that, and there was some really good fight choreography in those scenes with the Yamato and with our heroes, which was something really cool to see the sea before they transformed. And it's a shame that was taken away so quickly because I really enjoyed those scenes, but after that it felt like it just slowed down in the episode and we got those big plot dumps. And I'm not mad that we were getting plot dumps in this episode, it just felt like the episode kind of slowed down near that like 10-minute, 12-minute mark as we sort of learnt our characters' motivations, or Ace's motivation, and their history. Now, re-watching the Ace reveal in the episode where we find out that he inherited all the memories from his past life, which is why we've probably got that echo when he transforms into the Boost Mark II form. So that probably explains why. But we also find out that he's trying to find his first, I think this is what they were saying, I could be wrong, I could be interpreting it wrong, that his wish is finding his first mother from all those years ago, from back in the day with the original Ace. So that explains it. But it was cool to see like some of the different Aces. Like there's one of them, I think one of them was Ace Garfield. We get to see, and he's sort of facing off against his Yamato in the dark, which you don't get a good look at him. You sort of do, but he's like hidden in the darkness. And then we've got like the very first one, the one that's calling out for his mother, looks like a frickin' someone like from, he looks like he's got that Frodo from Lord of the Rings haircut going on with the curls, like the Sam Pippin from Hobbit haircut going on, which is kind of comedic. But I'm wondering who these actors are because they're not credited from what we know so far, and we get to see them. But I feel like the Ace reveal, the music might have not been an appropriate choice because they sort of play the dramatic, the do-do-do-do-do-do-do, and then they sort of play the Ace theme, like the jazz theme. I feel like they made the music too upbeat when explaining it. Like, if this was a dramatic reveal, I get it, play the dramatic theme. But I feel like maybe the choice of music wasn't good enough, like wasn't the best. Like, I get it, Ace's backstory, play the Ace theme, but maybe they could have chose better music. I feel like this was like too upbeat with Jin explaining the situation, but it is what it is. The Ace mystery has been sort of not solved. There's probably more to it, and I'm sure that will get explained later down the line. But one thing that happens to Ace when he uses his brand new power-up is he gets sleepy and he passes out, which he's been mostly sleeping in this episode. Like, he wakes up a couple of times, but he keeps going into these sleep somnias and passes out. One other thing we see in this episode is Bebora. she gets the Glare 2, the Vision Drive of the Transformer to Glare 2 to finally work, where we have this really cool dramatic scene built up where it's Samori and the other Game Master, and they're just walking about, and they get ambushed by Jamatos, and she reveals, Bebera reveals that she needs the Game Master's fingerprints to work. And there's this dramatic moment where you think that his finger's going to get sawn off, but no, not really. She scans it and she can replace it with his own, and that's how she turns into Glare 2, which with Bebera wearing the outfit, the bull chick, with her wearing the Glare 2 outfit, it's had a couple of tweakings in it. Slight differences. I think the shade of red is different, but not only that, she doesn't have like the markings on the shoulder pad like the other Game Master did with Glare 2, so there's some little differences with the suit going on there. But what she also does in the episode, which is something that I forgot that the powers can do, is she gives the powers to the Jamato and they can sort of change forms when she takes control over them, which was really cool to see. And the big dramatic cliffhanger is Jin gets the crap kicked out of him, and because Ace sort of passed out in the middle of nowhere, he gets picked up and he's about to be executed while Jin has to watch. So that's crazy to think. I get the feeling that Buffer's going to get involved, because Buffer wouldn't want Ace to lose like that. He wouldn't want Ace to get eliminated so cheaply. So I get the feeling that Buffer's going to get involved and interfere in some shape or form, because I get the feeling that Michigana wants to be the one that defeats Ace, not anyone else. And if Ace was going to get taken out cheaply like that, I get the feeling he'd have something to say about it. So we'll have to wait and see. But overall, this was a really fun episode. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the first half. The second half felt like it dragged on a bit until we got to sort of the Ace reveal, and then it felt like it dragged on just a little bit more, in my opinion. But overall, I thought it was a pretty solid episode, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen next week, because Ace is going to get a brand new power-up. He's going to get the Boost Laser Mark II, I think it's called. It's basically him using the Laser Rise Buckle, so that's going to sort of coincide with his Boost Mark II form, which was his Berserker form, people have been calling this one, which didn't seem very berserkery. He just wipes out people left, right, and center. But hey, it is what it is. What did you guys think of this episode? Did you like it? Did you enjoy it? Did you enjoy this review / recap discussion, whatever you want to call it? Tell me in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions. With that said, I'm out of here. Have a wonderful day or night, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, take care, and if you're watching this video, I'll see you guys in the King Oja episode 3 review. Peace out, take care, bye.
Thank you.